I want to give a tour of my composting setup in my urban garden setting. Here is the outhouse / greenhouse with the composting toilet, but more on that later. Let's get over to the basic setup. So here's the what I call composting corner. The main chamber, the main setup is it's made of pallets and a little bit of hardware cloth, and then this reclaimed plastic panel from a shed that we have. And it's basically just got one active chamber, which is this one right now, into which I put food waste as well as yard waste and some aged chicken manure. Age that separately. So that's the active pile, and then this is sort of the finished or inactive pile. It's got the mature compost. It's a slow method. We're not doing hot composting here, with a little bit of extra carbon, but as you can see, the chickens peck in here, so they kind of do a good job of stirring it up on their own. But the idea for this one is to be finished mature compost that we can scoop out and add to the garden, as well as storage for any excess carbon that we cut down. And then it's just a lid, covers it to keep it out of direct sunlight. It sits on top here, and they do have one of the drip irrigation sprinkler heads on here just to keep it moist, although in the summer months you got to do more than that. You got to come out and spray it just to keep the biology active. So that's kind of the main chamber, and it's against a north-facing fence. It is the least direct out of the sun spot that we can find, although it's just a few days past the solstice as I'm recording this, so the sun is almost directly overhead here. Here is a newer bucket that I've set up. It's a plastic 55-gallon bucket that I cut in half and then drilled some holes in. And for this, I'm doing all the manure composting just to kind of keep it in a separate spot. It contains mostly aged chicken manure. So what we'll do is we'll rake out the chicken coop and then put it in a bucket like this, and just kind of let it sit for a few months. And then from there, we add it to, that's kind of what's mainly in here, as well as lots of straw to offset with the carbon. And then more recently, this is where I'm adding both the leaves from the toilet paper plant, used leaves, and that's being used in the flush toilet setup inside. You can catch another video for that. But also some of the Humanure stuff that I'm working with. So let's watch another video on that. So anyway, this is where the place where manure is sitting. I'm just going to kind of see how it breaks down, how quickly it breaks down. But for now, I'm just going to keep it separate from the other main chambers over here.